All right, guys, this is Andrew. I did a really nice trading on Tesla opening range breakdown that turned out to be very profitable, and I'm gonna actually see exactly explain to you how I did a trade based on the signal that we got based on level 2. So this is level 2, and we get a lot of information from level 2. Usually a very big bid is a very bearish sign, and a big ask is a very bullish sign. You know, when the price is going to go down, this huge bids down here is a very bearish sign. It's going to go short, and the big asks are actually bullish. It means that the price is going to go higher. So in this case, Tesla was trading at the pre-market, and I want to, we did record that, and I want to really show that how it be traded. In the pre-market, Tesla was, green, and then sold off about 3% in the pre-market, and right at the opened up. And as you know, I usually wait for the first 5 minutes to see what the price action is going to be, and then make that trade. So Tesla popped up at the open very strong. But I didn't go long here because we don't want to really go long on the stock that's gapping down and below the VWAP. So it's definitely not a long candidate. So what happened here was that's the VWAP, and it rejected the VWAP and it started coming down. We saw a huge bid at 179 at in the first 1 minute and a half of the market. That's why I went short heavy for the break of 179, and that's exactly happened, that it came all the way up to 176.33. What happened here after that was bounce back to the VWAP. I traded as a 920 on the short side, so that's a 920 trade. It came down here, I shorted that, it came down, I covered a little bit more, and eventually I got stopped out at the break even. So this strategy is called 920 for the shorts, that came down, I shorted here, and for a 20 moving average and 9 moving average, a potentially low of the day. That was a very, very nice trade. But now what was the signal that I want to actually record that for you? So let me bring the signal that we had here at around between 930 and 931 to 932. We saw a huge signal that one of our traders for today actually recorded that. So let's take a look at it. 931.25. So what we saw here was so as you see here in the video, as you can see in the video that our trader recorded that at 931.24, just before the second candlestick closes. So we have this one, we have the VWAP. In the second minute the candlestick closes here, we saw a very, very, very big bid at 179, 364 lots. There is no big ask, only big bid, and that's a very bearish sign. And again, you have some other criteria as well. The other criteria that you're dealing with is that the stock is gapping down 3%, it's below the VWAP, and below the VWAP, and there you go, you have this big bid. So that was a sign for me to go short on that very, very heavy size. And so let's see what happens. Let's take a look at it. 931.25. So you still have this at 179. The bid's down there. Let's see if it's gonna if the breakdown is gonna happen or not. So again, this is one that we are having. So this is the candlestick that we are trading. So this is the candlestick that we are trading. As you see here, 3388 comes very close to 179. I'm short. I very heavy on that already. So you see that the huge big bid here to near to 179, 931.55. So as soon as this candlestick is going to close, we're going to collapse to below 179. There you go. So 50 cents drop, and as you see, that's the drop that we are seeing right now. The price is going to come down, and the bids are getting lower and lower. And you see the ladder is very bearish, as we always mention that. So it's going to come down and constantly going down. See what we see, any big lowish 122.50. We are right now around here. And now we had this really nice opening range breakdown. We go all the way up to 176. So let's watch this and see if we can see any more level 2 signal here. You see there are some colored ones here. Now there's a big ask here. So 932.33. So let's see if this big ask is actually very, very far. Still, the price action, you see very, very, these big candlesticks is very bearish. That's why we're just slowly partialing out and see what's going to happen. So there is one ask is showing up, but it's probably somewhere around here. See, the bids are taking out completely. So the price is completely, now we have what 178. So we're dealing with this level right now. 178 got hit, and the price is continuing going lower. So these bids are very, very bearish. Plus, when looking at the VWAP and looking at the candlestick, is going to give really, really good level 2. So let's go a little bit further, see what we're going to see here. So that now they're on Apple. So that was a trade that we did based on getting this level 2 signals. And after this 176.33, this is the daily level that we got. Obviously, we got it from exactly around here, 176.33. This is the daily level that I connected that. So around this area, we bounced back from that area. We went to the VWAP, and I mentioned into the community that we're gonna go, shorting it. If we pop up above the VWAP, I'm gonna add to my position. So that was my original entry, then that was my add. The average came somewhere around here, and then there was a really nice drop. I was hoping to get to the low of the day again, but the market was strong and it came back up. So that was essentially the add on that. And so short here, covered here, and eventually got stopped out at the break even. So the short was a 920 trade. So what we would look into that is essentially 920 trade on a short side. You short here on the 20 moving average, a stop loss just above this moving average, and the 9 and the low of the day would be the potential targets that you can get. I had another trade on MU as well. MU had some nice news, up 7% today this morning, and at the open in the pre-market was weak, but really solid, heavy volume came up. Very nice 1 minute opening range break up, all the way up to 63, and I added more all the way up to above 64, and then I got stopped out at the break even. So that was a very, very nice 1 minute opening range break up that it popped up. I added more here and added more here, and eventually went all the way up to 64. I think the high of the day is at 63.77 actually, so we really never got to 64. We had a lot of good trading there, so it's going through the 64. AMD was really nice. AMD was also very, very strong for the day. So opened up, gap down, but minus 2%, and is now up plus 3%. AMD is going to probably go toward the 100 very time soon. On a daily chart, is very, very strong. So it was an amazing day, guys. It was really, really amazing day. Looking forward to trading this volatility tomorrow. And if you have any question, guys, leave it in the comments. Thank you.